Hello everyone, finally IFOA released their notification for September 2020 examination. I think 15 days back they were saying 40% of the paper they'll cover in the form of MCQ and the rest 60% based on the subjective part. What they have changed in this notification, they are saying CS1 and CS2 where we have two papers A and B. B is the R language which is as it is same. There is no change in this paper. Whereas this A paper is concerned, they are saying 25% roundabout cover in the form of MCQ, whereas 75% of this paper they'll cover as it is same. That is your subjective part, right? And the second major change they made in CM1 and in CM2. What they are saying, paper A and paper B is there. Paper B is the Excel, which is as it is same. Whereas they removed 40% MCQ from CM1, right? Now they are saying for CM1 and CM2, we have 100% paper based on the subjective questions. There is no MCQ portion left. Now, so this is the point of concern for the students nowadays. They are saying the main concern for the student, how they can write the statistical notations and the mathematical notations in the Word file. Right? They released notification sheet where you will find statistical notations and the mathematical notation that you can use for your respective paper, either CM or CS paper, right? So that sheet will help you to write your notations in the Word file. How? For example, you can say it is very difficult or time consuming to write e raised to the power again and again, I raised to the power p, dp, right? So these notation will take your time out. So this notification sheet will help you to write these same notifications like in the format of, you can write ex as exp x, right? ip you can write as ip, dp or d4 you can write as d4, right? So these notifications will help you to complete your paper by the time. So right, this is the notation sheet class which gives you some mathematical notations, statistical notations and the notations for CM1 and CM2 paper, right? You can check this. For the multiplication we have star available on the keyboard. Division slash approximation sign, we can use the approximate and equal to, which is available on the keyboard separately, right? So these are some basic keys which you can use while doing the exam. For example, for the square root, we use this square root in the R language also, right? For example, I want to find under root of 2, so which is I can write now sqrt 2 because it is very time consuming to write under root of 2 on the Word file, right? Similarly, we have ax, which is very obvious. We can write it as a power x, a cap x, right? So these are some basic understanding. For example, ex, we can write it as e cap x, or generally we write it as exp x. So these are my statistical plus mathematical basic notations which we use while doing the examination this September 2020. They have clearly declared that use for the Greek letter, use the name of these Greek letters. For example, we have mu, so use mu for mu. Where you want to write mu, just use the name of this Greek letter mu. And similarly, this is known as sigma, right? Alpha, beta, theta, right? So use the parameters and name itself instead of creating that parameter over the Word file, right? Next, infinity symbol. Again, difficult to write the infinity, so use inf, right? We often use inf there, or the full name infinity. Now, the next thing comes derivatives. Suppose I want to write f of x, first order differentiation of f of x and second order differentiation of f of x. Now the point is how we can write this notation over the Word file. So we have a sign, uppercase sign, we have comma on the keyboard. So we use that. Write down f uppercase this comma x for the single order differentiation, and for double order use 2 times of it, right? So this is very simple class. You just need to get familiar with this. It is very simple, right? Now next come the integration class. For the integration they are saying use int command, right? For example, I just want to find out 0 to infinity integration of ex dx, right? So I can write it as, it is difficult and time consuming again. So can I say this is int 0 to inf, because for infinity we use inf, and for ex we use what, colon exp x by this format and dx. So this is the thing basically class. You can use the int a to b. A to b is what? A is the lower limit, b is the upper limit, right? And similarly for the solved integral, the format is given. So it is very easy. Just get familiar with the notations first. What is ex, what is ax, how you can write these notations, and just apply that small things in the big expressions. There is no problem in that case, right? So class, next we have summation and product notations. We often use these notation for CS1 and CS2 paper. So the notation is given as, we can use sigma as in the language. For example, I need to find summation for all values of x 0 to 10 e raised to the power x, for example. So I can write according to this format. It is sigma 0 to 10, right? And ex is already expressed as exp x, right? And according to this, it is nothing but sum what, 0 to 10 colon, this is my function ex. Can I say this is e cap x also? So it is your choice. Use exp x or use e cap x. It is all up to you. Next we have the product function. We use this maximum time to create MLE functions, right? So to use this, for example, I have pi e raised to the power x from again 0 to infinity. I can write it as, it is product, because pi is reflecting the product, 0 to inf colon, we have e cap x, right? We can write it as, similarly, for example, pi 0 to infinity a raised to the power x equal to, can I write this as product 0 to inf semicolon a cap x. So we have a separate key over the keyboard, which is very convenient for us to write these expression now, right? Then statistical notations, this is ex expectation, it is simple e. This is conditional expectation class. So conditional expectation, the basic, it is expected value of some variable x given y is taking value, that is e of x given y. Very simple, right? You can write it now in the language form. Variance, it is v, covariance, this is what, chi square. This is chi square with the degree of freedom m. So you can write it in the language what, chi squared m is reflecting what, degree of freedom, right? So in CS1 paper, in fact in CS2 also, we use this chi square regularly. So you have to be very careful while writing this. This is what, chi square, and here is my degree of freedom. Clear? So next we have compound interest function class. IP is IP simple, DP simple. This notation, this, since it is a Greek letter, as I told you, use the name of Greek letter always. So they use what, delta, right? For the capping, for the power, we have cap formula here, V cap n. For example, Sn, we use, right, in CM1 paper. So it is S colon n, it is S colon n. Similarly, we have this, we have for the present value, we have an class. Can I say with the same format, can I say this is nothing but a colon n? Can I say that? So it is more about the understanding how you interpret this notations. If for Sn it is S colon n, and for an it is what? Obviously it is a colon n, right? Similarly for the a bar, the only extra part is the bar here. You don't need to remember these notations every time. Just understand the crux. It is a, extra part is the bar colon n, right? Similarly, if I want to write a du n, then it is a du colon n. Can I say that? Now, for example, if I say a7, how can I write this? a7. So this is according to this formula. Can I say this is a7, right? S5, it is nothing but S colon 5. A du 2, can I say this is a du colon 2, right? And the last we have Peerley formula. For the Peerley we write what? AP colon n. For example, we have a7 2. How we write this? This is a 2 colon 7, right? So just understand the crux of it, how they write particular notation, and replicate the process for rest of the notations, right? Next we have life tables class. The first is Ly upon Lx. Very simple, Ly upon Lx, no new thing is there. Similarly for this dux upon dy given here, it is what? Dx upon Ly. Kpx. How we write Kpx? Simple, use Kpx. All three keys are separate, there is no function required to make this Kpx, right? Write it down simply. Now this is for the deferred, m deferred qx. So it is again very simple, it is m deferred qx, right? Next we have this px class for the joint life. We have pxy, it is pxy. So these are very simple notations class. Next we have a du. This is for the coming from the temporary annuity, as we all know that. So use this, this x is my age and this is my term. How we write this? Since the du sign is here, we already seen that this is nothing but a du first, right? Now colon x is reflecting age and n is reflecting the term. Since this is this, we can again write similarly a bar xn. How we can write this a bar? It is nothing but a bar colon x age and n term, right? Similarly we can write a xn also, a xn also. It is what? A colon x n, right? For example, if I want to write a du 10 2, how we can write it? This is a du colon 10 colon 2, right? Next we have a bar 5 2, then this is a bar colon 5 colon 2, right? Next, more notation from CM1, that is AXY from the joint life. How we can write it? This is a du xy is given, right? We earlier saw that a du is written as a du, right? And the ages are in the column x and y. You can write, for example, we have two ages, A due, male age is 15 and female age is 10. So how can we write this? This is A due 15 colon 10, right? Similarly, for the term we have this, and n is coming under this arrows, right? Greater than, less than arrows. Again we have P-earthly, this is deferred, this is due. So don't worry, all these notation will be covered in a separate video. That video basically only for the CM1 student. We will give some examples on these particular notations, right, and will give you an idea how to solve these notations. Right now, my suggestion is at the end of the video is, if you have typing speed 40 words per minute, then book your exam. Otherwise it will be very difficult for you guys to clear or complete the paper, right? It required 40 to 45 words per minute, right? So if you have this much speed level, right, then book your exam. Otherwise it will be difficult for you, right?